caution, caution. Do your homework. Understand what we now know. And always, if possible, have in your company loved ones. And I do not think that the incursion of schizophrenic episode is enough, high enough that one has to have a psychiatrist there. It was very important in the early stages, but I do not think that's necessary. Now, let me say something else. I have said that when you get the message, hang up, and I've done that, and then the incursion of the peyote when that became an issue. But I think that, now this may be a product, never mind the reasons, I'll come to the conclusion. It's better to occasion it naturally without substances. I have been a close friend of His Holiness the Dalai Lama, and within the last 2 months, someone was in my living room. He had been with His Holiness at Dharamsala for 2 weeks. And as he was saying farewell, His Holiness says, well, where is your home? Where are you going back to? And he said, in the Bay Area. And His Holiness said, said, oh, Huston Smith lives there. Please give him my regard. So the man came around, and we were sitting together, and I was pumping him for anecdotes. By the way, this is Sunday. On Friday, there was a major event at Grace Cathedral in San Francisco honoring me. And we, in the car going over, was a Tibetan Lama who gave an invocation. I'm afraid that was a digression. Let me come back to it. This emissary from His Holiness, I was pumping him on what he could tell me was going on with His Holiness. And he told me bits and pieces, and then I asked a wide open question, and I said, anything else? And he said, well, I asked that as my final question to His Holiness, anything else? And His Holiness thought for a moment, and then he said, well, I would like to become enlightened before I die. Drop the body is their phrase for it. And by the way, many people think he already is enlightened. But then he sighed and said, "The burdens of my people are so heavy I can only meditate 2 hours a day, and there's no possibility to become enlightened if you only meditate 2 hours a day." But then my informant said he heard His Holiness sort of lower his head and sigh and say softly, almost as if to himself, "Well, maybe enlightenment isn't very important after all." And that might be my capstone to my thinking about this.